Good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay, guys. Today I want to do some feedback. I want to give you some feedback about your essays, the essays that you wrote, because I found some mistakes in all of you, or in most of you. So let's check, okay? Aspects to improve. Remember that it is a for and against essay. So we must have arguments for and arguments against. Okay? We cannot be like only on one side of the thing, like saying everything is good or everything is bad. It's all black or it's all white. Okay? So we must have objectiveness. We must be objective. In one of the essays that was there, said it was about religion. I was saying that religion was really bad. So the introduction was explaining that we were talking about religion, and then in the second and third paragraphs, we had arguments mostly against religion. And then in the conclusion, of course, against. So that's not a for and against essay, because you need to give opposite. You also need to add evidence, which doesn't really have to be evident, but it could be studies or it could be your experience. For example, if we are talking about this topic that is religion, we could have something. I'm going to give you a little example of what you could say. So in the introduction, you could say religions have been on earth for thousands of years, and there are many kinds. They are monotheist or polytheist. Some of them don't even have gods, but they just have a religion. And you can explain a little bit about that. So you're stating the topic, but you're not giving any opinion. Not saying that it is good, it is bad. People say no, just what it is, what we are going to talk about. Then in the second paragraph, where we have the four arguments, you should explain why religion is good. It doesn't matter if you don't agree with that. We are not talking about your opinion, but about what we can say good about the topic. So we could say religious people consider that it is a very important part of their lives, and that everything revolves about it, and that it gives them the moral strength to do things well, or something like that. Okay, so you give only positive arguments, and you're not going to go against them. Then in the next paragraph, you go against. And now you're not going to say anything good. You're just going to say all the things against. However, there are many things that have been done by religions. There are those holy wars, and some extremist people think this and that. Okay? You give evidence or you explain why you say this. And at the end, in the conclusion, there goes your opinion. Okay? Your opinion doesn't go in the first, in the second, and in the third paragraph. It goes in the fourth paragraph, where you say, anyway, because of my personal experience, or because of what I know, or until now, I think that religion is the best thing in the world, or you can say religion is the worst thing in the world because this and that. Okay? So you have to separate those. You cannot give your opinion in all the essay, because in that case, you are making a persuasive essay and not a for and against essay.
I think it's good because when you're doing an essay, you have to follow certain rules. So okay, you get it's an essay, and you don't do it in a wrong way. Okay, first of all, you have to choose what you're gonna talk about on the essay. Then you have to do some research. I don't know, studies, evidence that you find to defend to defend why you're talking in the essay, and output, and citing the sources. That's it.
Okay, and something very important. Your opinion doesn't go in every paragraph, okay? Doesn't go in every paragraph. Okay, and finally, we have these citing sources. Citing sources is very important because if you're not citing, you are doing plagiarism. There are some, these styles, APA, 6th edition, it's the last one. Chicago, MLA, actually the most used is APA, you should know it already. However, in some like informal things, we can add some references without just doing the whole formal thing. Just at the end, because some of you wrote about percentages and numbers, and where did you get them from? You didn't invent them, you took it from somewhere. So at the end of the essay, you should write references, and then you could add like the links. This is the informal way to cite. But of course, there are more specialized ways that I'm actually going to upload a video next week, probably on Monday, about this, how to cite using APA, and the easiest way to do it with little or no effort. Guys, that's all for today. See you on Monday. Don't forget the homework. I love you so much. Bye-bye.